Here today on Pine Lake, ice fishing, and the fish are not cooperating, so I thought I'd kill a little bit of time today to tell you about my new Frabill Minnow Life bait station. So I bought this when I was using a trolling bucket with the holes in it to transport minnows to the lake, and obviously the water would splash out of the holes and make a mess of my truck. So I thought that this Frabill would do the trick with the latch here, and it certainly helps. However, what you'll see here is this gasket does not do a great job of holding the water in. So that's one of the downsides, something I was looking for, and I don't know that this bait station delivers on that. In fact, if you look down in my sled, you can probably see a bunch of water in there that's got my GPS unit and other stuff on it, and that came from the water. So a few other things to know about it is, on the one hand, the bait's good and live and well. I bought it almost 24 hours ago, and so they're doing well, as you can see. The one thing you will notice is there is this net that goes down in the bucket like this, and the bait go down in the bucket, and you're supposed to be able to pull it out and get your bait that way. So, but that doesn't prove to work as well as just leaving them in the bucket as far as I'm concerned. Again, the latch looks good. One thing to note here is it's got these two, they look like they're for a shoulder strap, but there is no shoulder strap that comes with it, so I'm not sure what that's all about. You might have heard already that it's a bit small, but again, I've got a dozen shiners, a dozen medium size, and a dozen small minnows in there, and they're doing just fine. Another thing, if you're going to use this for ice fishing, keep in mind that this little handle, you will not be able to pick that up with gloves. So that's something that I think the design could be a little bit better on. Then lastly, the aerator itself, it's running on 2 old D batteries right now. It's been running for 24 hours in the cold, so that's good. It puts out good bubbles, and so that works pretty well too. The one thing to be aware of is you would think that you get to those batteries through those 2 notches right there. However, what you have, that's the on-off switch. What you have to do is you have to unscrew that thumb screw right there to get into the battery. And that was not very intuitive. In fact, the instructions that tell you have to do that are actually inside the battery compartment, so that's pretty useless actually. So, and this suction cup just doesn't work either. So I guess it's frozen right now, but it doesn't stick to the bucket even on the best of days. So that's not a very good design either. So the whole thing, the aerator is a little clunky, but it does do a good job of keeping the bait alive. So I'd probably buy it again. But there are just a few little gotchas that you probably ought to watch out for.